Let us look at an example, that is example 19 from your textbook, which says a boat goes 30 kilometers upstream and 44 kilometers downstream in 10 hours. In 13 hours, it can go 40 kilometers upstream and 55 kilometers downstream. Determine the speed of the stream and that of the boat in still water. First, let us try to understand what do you mean by downstream and upstream. Suppose this is your river. Say the speed of the river is y, and if you have a boat of speed x, if the direction of the stream and direction of the boat, if it's in the same direction, you call it as downstream. That is, the boat goes along in the direction of the stream. Supposing this is your stream, speed is y, and if this is your speed of the boat, that is x, if the directions are opposite, you call it as upstream. So when the boat is going downstream, the total speed would be the speed of the boat plus the speed of the stream. So this is your downstream speed, whereas upstream it's going in the opposite direction. So you'll get the speed of the boat is x minus y, because there's an opposite force here. When the boat goes in one direction, the stream is moving in the other direction. So the speed is cut down here, whereas in downstream, the speed of the boat will get added up by the speed of the stream. So that's how you'll get x plus y, and upstream will get x minus y. Let us write these in words. That is, let the speed of the boat be x kilometer per hour in still water. Let the speed of the stream be y kilometer per hour. Now we are writing here still water, in the sense to determine the speed we are considering a still water and not a stream. Now we can write the speed of the boat downstream will be x plus y, and the speed of the boat upstream will be x minus y. So we write the speed of the boat downstream as x plus y kilometer per hour and upstream as x minus y kilometer per hour. That's according to these concepts. So with this we'll solve the problem. If you see our question, they are given as the distance. Even here they are given as the distance. They have told us in what way it is going. They are given as the time. So they are given you the distance and time, and the speed is determined by upstream and downstream. So using these concepts, you need to know how to construct the equation. So we already know that time is nothing but distance divided by speed. So we'll use that concept and write, we know time is equal to distance divided by speed. So here in general we have time is equal to distance divided by speed, but we have two different times that they are given. So what we are going to do is we'll write t1, that is our first time determined for traveling 30 kilometers upstream. So the speed for upstream is x minus y. So we'll write 30 divided by x minus y. So this is our upstream. Whereas we have T2, that is 44 kilometers downstream. So downstream is x plus y. So this is our downstream. So upstream 30 kilometers and downstream 44 kilometers will be traveled in 10 hours. So we can write T1 plus T2 is equal to 10. So writing this equation, we'll write 30 divided by x minus y plus 44 divided by x plus y is equal to 10. This is our first equation. Similarly, we'll write for the other way around. That is for 40 kilometers upstream, 55 kilometers downstream in 13 hours. So the first constant what we wrote was 30 kilometers upstream, 44 kilometers downstream in 10 hours. So we got the equation 30 divided by x minus y plus 44 divided by x plus y is equal to 10. So similarly for this we'll get 40 kilometers. So 40 divided by upstream is x minus y. So 40 divided by x minus y plus 55 divided by downstream. So downstream is x plus y. So we'll get 55 divided by x plus y is equal to 13. So we'll write this equation. Similarly, 40 divided by x minus y plus 55 divided by x plus y is equal to 13. So now if you see in both the equation you have x minus y, x plus y in the denominator. So we can write take P is equal to 1 divided by x minus y and Q is equal to 1 divided by x plus y. So this is your equation 2. So your equation 1 and 2 will lead you to 30 P plus 44 Q is equal to 10. Press this, you'll get 40 P plus 55 Q is equal to 13. Now you can use any method to solve these two equations. I'll go for elimination method. So I'll try to eliminate P first. So I'll multiply 40 and 30 to the other two equations. So this I'll multiply with 30, whereas this I'll multiply with 40. So I'll get 1200 P plus 1760 Q is equal to 400. Similarly here 1200 P plus 1650 Q is equal to 390. Solving, subtracting, changing the sign, these two numbers will get cancelled. I'll be left with 1760 minus 1650, that will give me 110 Q is equal to 400 minus 390 will give me 10. So Q is equal to 10 divided by 110, that is nothing but 1 divided by 11. So I have Q is equal to 1 divided by 11. Now I'll substitute this value in the above equation. Say substitute Q is equal to 1 divided by 11 in 30P plus 44Q is equal to 10. So wherever Q has come, I'll take 1 divided by 11. So I have 30P plus 44 into 1 divided by 11 is equal to 10. So I have here 11 ones are 11 fours are. I'll take it 30p plus 4 is equal to 10. 4 will go to the other side. I'll have 30p is equal to 10 minus 4. 30p is equal to 10 minus 4 is 6. P is equal to 6 divided by 30. That is nothing but 1 divided by 5. So I got the value of P, got the value of Q. So now these two values I'll substitute in the previous value of P and Q. So I'll substitute those values here. I'll get P is equal to 1 divided by x minus y. So I've got the value of P as 1 divided by 5, that is equal to 1 divided by x minus y. Cross multiplying, I'll get x minus y is equal to 5. Similarly, Q is equal to 1 divided by x plus y. I've got Q is nothing but 1 divided by 11. So that is equal to 1 divided by x plus y. X plus y is equal to 11. So this is my equation 3 and this is my equation 4. Again, I can go through any method: substitution, elimination, cross multiplication. I'll go with elimination method. So I'll write two equations. X minus y is equal to 5. X plus y is equal to 11. I'll do an addition here. So I'll get x plus x is 2x. Minus y plus y will get cancelled. 5 plus 11 is 16. So I'll get x is equal to 16 divided by 2, that is 8. Now this value I'll substitute in any equation 3 or 4. Say substitute x is equal to 8 in 4. So I'll write 8 plus y is equal to 11. Y is equal to 11 minus 8. Y is equal to 3. So that is a value. We can write, therefore, speed of boat in still water is 8 kilometer per hour. That is the value of x. Similarly, speed of stream is 3 kilometer per hour. So that is a solution.